Welcome back. To be clear, I am not in an art gallery. Behind me, there is not a Rembrandt, a Picasso, a Norman Rockwell. In fact, what is behind me is a very boring, somewhat wrinkled piece of green screen. But what I want to focus on today is interacting with the virtual set that we have created, in this case, created from scratch or built in other ways. Somehow interact with it. I would like to be able to walk up and take a look at these paintings and know that I'm looking right at the Rembrandt, the Picasso, the Norman Rockwell. I'd like to be able to walk up, and let's start with the Norman Rockwell. I'd like to be able to look at it, actually really look at it, and note that there's a card that they put way too low for 6 feet tall people that describes a little bit about what's on this painting. I'd like to be able to take a look at the Rembrandt, really take a moment to absorb the Rembrandt, and again look at the card that describes when it was painted. And finally, the Picasso. Really look at the Picasso, try to enjoy some of the details, and know that right here there is a descriptive card that talks about that painting. That is the trick to virtual production, interacting. When I end this video today, we're going to talk about some physical interaction with a set using furniture that's not actually there. But let's talk about how I did that. Essentially, I will have a link in the description to what I bought. I'm using some green, surprise, surprise, some green paint tape. It's a darker green. Lightcraft Jetset has no problem keying out various shades of green. I can see that green tape. You can't see it, but there's a piece of tape right there. And there's a piece of tape here. And there's a piece of tape here, and here, and here, and here. And it gives me a guide. So I obviously, so I know where the painting is, and I know where the descriptive card is. I'm also paying better attention to my lighting. I can see from the drop shadow that I put onto the paintings when I laid them in Photoshop, the light source appears to be coming from this side because the shadow is, it's backwards now, it's going this way. So you'll notice that my shadow that I have added in post in Final Cut, it's a built-in plugin, is also going the same direction, and I've added some light, some little more light here. So I'm creating the illusion that the light is going in the right direction. So that's a simple trick. The description will, or the link to the Amazon page where I purchased this inexpensive tape, excuse me, will be in the description. Also coming up on the next episode, I want to show you how you can physically interact with objects that aren't there. I will be putting on my cowboy hat and going into an old Western barn, and in that barn there is a table. That table is virtual, but I want to be able to take my hat, pull it off of that table, put the cowboy hat on, and see if we can sell that as well. That gets a little trickier, but I will show you how that is done in the next episode of Lightcraft Academy. Please, 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 as I always beg, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to contact me if you'd like access to all of these 2D and 360 graphics. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes, I love to hear your comments or get your email. Remember, Lightcraft Jetset is absolutely free. There are no strings attached. It's absolutely free. Please don't hesitate to get that download and get it on your iPhone. Teachers, spend the summer if you have time learning this technology. Follow along in my videos. And I will be quiet now. Thank you as always for watching Lightcraft Academy. We'll see you next time.